So, welcome everyone. We are so excited for you all to join us at the SummerWorks end of summer celebration. I can't believe that we are already at the conclusion of the program. I feel like a broken record saying this, but it very much flew by this summer. So I just can't even believe we're here, but I'm so grateful for all of you for joining us, and we are excited to honor you and recognize all your hard work and all that you've accomplished this summer. And so I want to start off by actually just taking a moment to recognize some of our wonderful partners, Michigan Works Southeast, Washtenaw County Office of Community and Economic Development, as well as Michigan Rehabilitation Services. And these are a few of our key partners who have really helped us put on the program this year and just operate and run everything. And we're so appreciative of all of their help and all that they do for SummerWorks as well. So I am going to already gave you my welcome. So we've got some speakers and activities outlined. So I'm going to move on to our agenda. So we have our welcome and introductions, and then we're going to move into our reflection activity. And then for about 15 minutes, we'll hear from a few guest speakers. And then we'll do some youth participant recognition, recognize our employers and mentors, as well as our career sneak peek week speakers. And then we'll wrap up the evening with awards. So without further ado, I will take us to the reflection activity. So let me grab the word cloud here. I'm going to pause my share. So I am going to drop a link in the chat, and this will include, or this will take you to a word cloud. And so there will be a question, and we will ask you to just give us one response if you can. If you have more that you want to share, that's always welcome. We have it set up so that you can send in more, I believe. So I'll drop it here and then get it pulled up. And so the question is, what is your favorite thing about SummerWorks? So I am going to get the poll popped up so you can see everyone's answers. And then we should be able to start seeing some submissions come in, hopefully. And you can also use your phone and you can text in the code up top. And then, yes. And then you can submit responses that way as well, if that's easier. So we're already seeing a lot of awesome responses come in. So I would also love to hear from people. If anyone feels comfortable coming off mute, or you can throw it in the chat as well. But I would just love to hear some people maybe share an experience or, elaborate a little bit more on their response and what their favorite thing about SummerWorks was this year. Okay, well, if anyone wants to share, feel free to come off, but I'm seeing making job connections, fellow students, that's definitely a great one. Sharing my experiences, relationships. I think that's been a big one that we've seen this year is developing those connections and those relationships, which has been so awesome for us to hear and see because, with this virtual environment, that can be a little bit challenging. I see in the chat, Safa says the most amazing thing about this internship experience is that it really bridged the gap between learning things in school and actually applying some of this school knowledge into a reality and getting paid for it. Absolutely. Thank you for sharing, Safa. I think that's a great example, and we love to hear things like that coming out of our program. And I see some of the other participants, Alison, Karis agreeing, Trevor and Zoe as well. So we love to hear it. Does
Said mentors. Yeah, I said mentors. I don't know if you saw it, but I said that was mentors. So
Oh, no, I missed that. Thank you, Allison. Do you want to elaborate or share any more about your experience with
not
your mentor?
really, not
Okay,
really.
that's totally fine. That's totally fine. Oh, okay, I see. Hadi, you have your hand raised.
So I wanted to say that my favorite thing about this, the SummerWorks program, was the internship and the mentor program, because my mentor really helped me, and it was really nice to have someone to talk to and kind of guide you on your way, encouraging you like, oh, you can take this classes, or having someone to talk to about any confusion or questions you have about what's going to happen in the future or anything that's going on. So I really like that. And the internship was a really cool opportunity to actually be working, and yeah, it was really cool. Some really great people there.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing your experience. And yeah, I'm so glad to hear that. We love, hearing from you guys about all these positive interactions and these, successes that you're having from the program. And, it's such a great opportunity for everyone involved, I think, to really, build those connections and practice a lot of these skills and professionalism. So we love to hear that. And I'm so glad that you had a positive experience. I see mentors a lot. I see some great mentors as well. So in addition to the internships, looks like our mentorships, like Allison said, for hers have been a really awesome opportunity. I love that. Shell breaking coming out of our, oh, someone to speak. No, okay. So you can feel free to interrupt me. Oh, I see the whole SummerWorks crew. Well, the whole SummerWorks crew feels the same, I think. So does, oh, okay. I thought I
That
saw
was
someone raise
me.
their
No
hand.
one already said it. I was gonna say you guys too.
Oh, well, thank you. We appreciate it. And we are so appreciative of all of you. I know that, as cheesy as this is going to sound, my favorite thing about SummerWorks really is getting to know and meet all of you. And it's been such a pleasure, even though everything's been remote and it's been a little bit challenging. It's just been so great to, get to meet and interact with so many different individuals and hear and share in your experiences this summer. So I appreciate everyone letting us be a part of that. Does anyone have any final things that they want to share before we kind of move on to our guest speakers? And we'll have some other reflection later, so don't worry if you feel so compelled, you'll have another opportunity. Okay, so I am going to stop my share here really quick and get the presentation back up. So like I said earlier, we have a couple guest presenters lined up. So first we're going to hear from Khadijah Wallace. So let me get these slides up. So we have three lovely speakers. So we have Khadijah Wallace will start us off, and she's one of our employers. So I will hand it over to you, Khadijah, to just speak a little bit more about your experience with SummerWorks and share a little bit more about yourself as well.
Good evening, everyone. I really enjoyed my intern. I had 2 interns this summer, and it kind of put me back down memory lane when I was that age looking for my first employment. And it gave me the opportunity to put myself in their shoes and remember what were some of the things that I was thinking or trying to obtain and achieve during that time frame. So I really enjoyed being able to kind of coach the girls. I didn't do as much mentoring as I want, but they were able to complete a project that's going to help our business flourish even more so next year as we transition into our virtual platform. So I really enjoyed that piece, being able to have them available to help us with some of our projects that we've really been struggling to be able to complete. So we were able to utilize a service from our partnership that is going to really help us, propel in the future. My interns, they were really great. I was able to leave them unattended and make sure that the work was done. It was nice to be able to have them here in the office because a lot of times I'm here by myself and I have part-time staffing that'll volunteer for our food pantry or our program that we're launching in the fall. So that was a refresher to me to be able to relax a little bit. And my thing that I often tell the young adults that is coming out of high school is to be aware of their time management. Don't overcommit themselves, because that was one of the problems that I experienced this summer. But once we addressed the problem, my intern was able to snap into it, and she really exceeded what I expected from that point on. So I was really happy to have her as part of my team. And I will be looking to hire them for different projects in the future if they're available. We have our summer camp coming up this week, actually, which I should have planned it a week ahead, but we'll have it this week for our back to school kickoff. And they've been invited to be able to participate if they would like. So this was really a win-win for both of us, because they were able to gain an experience and learn some things because of the content that I had them gathering for our virtual platform. And I think they were really excited about some of the information that they found out. And I'm sure I'll see them probably using it in the future with their personal lives as well, because everything with us is really joyful and fun and happy. I try and keep that so that people can keep their hope. And that's part of our name, is to be hopeful, as joyful is being hopeful. So I was really happy with my experience with the summer work program. And again, my bit of advice for the young adults that is in the program is just, don't be afraid to ask questions, because we're there to help you. Sometimes we might not be thinking about what's going through your mind or some of your needs and everything. So if you trust us to help you, then that's what we're there for. And we'll be more than happy to assist. So even the students that wasn't here on site, you can feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions that I can help, because I look forward to helping with the food sector, but I also have a lot of experience with other business if you want to start your own business and stuff of that nature. So don't be afraid to reach out and use your resources that is available to you, because again, we're always wanting to help the younger generation come along. Plus, it's a way that you can kind of save yourself from some of the mistakes that we've made in the past. So that's always a helpful piece there, is to not make the same mistakes.
Awesome. Absolutely. We echo everything you say. We are always here to help. And I think that's such an important point to drive home. So thank you so much for speaking on your experience, Khadijah, and just being involved with the SummerWorks program. We're so glad you were able to join us for the celebration for a little bit today.
You're welcome.
We will move on to our next guest speaker, and we'll now hear from a mentor in our program. So Lindsay Gallo, and I will hand things off to her and let her kind of introduce herself and share a little bit more about her own experience in the program as a mentor.
Thank you. Thanks so much for having me as part of the program this summer and for asking me to make some remarks today. So as you can see from the slide, I'm a professor at the University of Michigan Ross School of Business in the accounting group. I currently teach an MBA elective called Corporate Financial Reporting. And this summer, I was lucky enough to serve as a mentor with the SummerWorks program. So today I'm just going to talk a little bit about how I approached being a mentor this summer, because I think many of you might be in a position someday to be a mentor to someone else. So this is kind of how I approached it. When I got the email looking for volunteers, I was really excited, and I knew immediately that I wanted to do it. One of my favorite parts about being a professor is connecting with students. And as you all know, the past year, it's been really difficult to make those kinds of connections. This was a really wonderful opportunity. And it was also a chance to kind of reflect upon my own strengths and weaknesses, thinking back on my own career and the mistakes I made along the way. But I wanted to be really prepared. And so when I accepted the position as a mentor, the very first thing I did was Google the definition of mentor. And it wasn't very helpful. The definition was just an experienced and trusted advisor. So then I had to think a little bit harder about what a good mentor does and the mentors that I've had in my own life. And so when I reflected upon it, I realized that the mentors in my life have served three primary functions. They've been role models, teachers, and coaches. So my role models have achieved the things that I wanted in my own life, but maybe weren't involved in me actually doing the things I wanted to do. So these were, the women on the track team that came before me, the Olympians, the people I wanted to be when I was competing in track and field, or the researchers who are writing the types of papers that I wanted to write when I was a graduate student, or the moms who can draw that perfect Elsa or that perfect Olaf. I want to do that too. My teachers guided my learning. They made it so I had this really strong toolbox of skills that I could apply when I tried to achieve my goals. Like my first accounting professor at Michigan, who, made me want to be an accountant someday. The faculty who taught me how to do research when I was in graduate school. And I've had great coaches along the way too that have kept me focused and accountable, like my college coach at Michigan, who wrote my workouts and oversaw my training. Even when I knew what to do, he was there to keep me accountable to my goals. And I realized that at various points in my life, I've needed all these types of mentors. So when I thought through how I could be the best mentor, I realized that I needed to identify the type of mentor that my mentee needed right now. And so I asked, what does she need from me? And I was so lucky because I was matched with an incredible person, a woman who's finishing up her college career. She has a vision for the future and a goal for what she wants to do. So the education piece was all there. And I thought the best thing that I could do for her was to kind of serve like more of a coach. So what strategies could she put into place to achieve her goals? So we work together to do things like, what's the best way to organize her time? Can we create a timeline for the things that she wants to achieve? Can we create these milestones so that she was keeping on track? And I didn't only impart the things that I did right. I also felt like I needed to think critically about what I've done wrong and what I wish I had done differently. So that means saying, here's something I think is beneficial, but I know firsthand that it's not easy to do. It's not a simple thing to execute, but it's worth trying. And a lot of times I felt like my role was just to remind my mentee that she was doing a good job. I think we all suffer sometimes from what's called imposter syndrome. So that's feeling like we aren't enough, that we haven't done enough. And I think it's important to recognize and celebrate your own successes, even if they're really small. Even if you only got one tiny thing done today, you're working to achieve your ultimate goal. And part of that is keeping track and reflecting on these little daily or weekly victories. And this was a great reminder for me as well, because sometimes it'll be the end of the week and I'll think, gosh, this was such a waste of a week. I haven't done everything I needed to do. But then when you start writing down what you've done and you highlight the things you have accomplished instead of focusing on the things that you wish you had accomplished, I think you can be a lot more successful, because you'll just be a lot happier in life and a lot happier when you think through all the things that you've actually been able to get done. So I want to really thank the organizers of SummerWorks for including me in the program this summer. And I want to wish a lot of luck to all the participants. And I just want to remind you to find the joy in what you're doing and, really take time to seek connections, because at the end of the day, you never know where those are going to lead. And it's such an incredible opportunity that you've had this summer to make these types of connections. And I want to send a special thank you to Dion, my mentee. I really enjoy getting to know you. I hope that we keep in touch and you keep me updated on everything you're doing. Your enthusiasm motivated me to be the best mentor I can be. And so I just can't wait to see everything that you will accomplish. Thank you so much, and good luck, everyone.
Thank you. You're the best. Thank you. You're the best. So I'm excited for everything to keep you updated. So I'm excited.
Awesome. Oh my gosh, that warms my heart. Thank you so much, Lindsay, for sharing. And not only were those some wonderful words of wisdom, but I'm so happy to hear about your experience in the program. And I think we echo those sentiments. We're so grateful to have you be involved as well. So thank you so much for speaking today. We really appreciate it. So we will move on to our last speaker, which is Karis Hawkins, and she is one of our SummerWorks participants. So without further ado, I will let Karis take over and speak a little bit more about her experience with SummerWorks this year.
Hi everyone, good afternoon. My name is Karis Hawkins, like Jordan introduced me. This is my first year in the SummerWorks program as a participant. And I came into the program honestly because my mom had sent me an email about the program and told me to apply. I didn't have a whole lot of background on what the program was about or any of the stuff that we would be working on. So I kind of came in and I didn't really know what we would be doing this during the summer, but I thought it would be a good opportunity to have something to do during the summer after my freshman year of college. Everything was so hectic being online. So I took it as an opportunity to, with an open mind and coming in and just trying to learn something in terms of professional development. And coming into the program, like I said, I didn't have a whole lot of a good idea of what I was supposed to be doing or any of the stuff that we would be doing. But as the program progressed on, I learned a lot in the professional development sessions that we had every week. Even within those, I found that in the sessions, I would learn something that I could apply to my own personal life personally, or even my academic life, in my academic journey, those types of things. And I actually ended up applying for an internship through the program that I ended up getting. And I worked there for the 10 weeks that the program had and went through the whole interview process. And that was just something that I really wanted to work on coming out of my freshman year and not having a whole lot of interview experience virtually and not really knowing where to go in terms of looking for jobs or careers that were connected to some of the things that I'm interested in or studying in college. So that was one of the really great things that I was really glad SummerWorks helped us with. I did mock interviews with the SummerWorks success coaches, and then I did my actual interviews virtually and got matched with my internship for the summer. And I'm actually planning on staying at my internship and working there during the school year. So I was really grateful to have the opportunity to work at that internship and get matched with that internship through SummerWorks. Because otherwise, I'm not sure if I would have had the opportunity to work in the lab that I'm in right now. And it's been a really awesome opportunity, a learning experience, definitely. It was an adjustment coming back to like working in person when I've been so detached from it being online for a whole year, but coming back and learning from everybody in the lab and learning from my boss and my supervisor and having those networking opportunities has been really great. And I'm really excited to continue with that. And not only in my internship, I've also had a really great experience with my mentor. She's been super helpful because I came into mentoring looking to work on networking. That was something I think I struggled with my freshman year, and I wanted to work on that going into my sophomore year. And just over the summer, trying to figure out how to network better and just establish connections with people. And I actually got to do a couple of informational interviews through my mentor. So she was super helpful with that and getting those types of things. And I think we got a really great connection, established a really great connection. And planning on staying in contact with her throughout the school year, just to continue to talk to her. She was super supportive and was super helpful with any of the questions that I had. And also the Justice Success coaches for SummerWorks were always super helpful and super responsive to any questions or anything I needed help with throughout the program. So I came into it not really knowing a whole lot and not having a whole lot of expectations for it, but coming out, I think I've come out a better professional, and also, having that opportunity to keep my job from my internship was something that I didn't expect to happen, but now I'm here and I'm super grateful for it. And I'm super happy that I joined the program, and it's definitely something that I'd recommend to anyone else looking for something to do during the summer and just a learning experience. One of the things that I would say I would give advice for anybody looking to join the program in the future or continuing on in the next couple of years is just to take advantage of the resources like Ms. Wallace said. The success coaches, the mentors, everybody's here to support us. And it's been a really great opportunity having that support from everybody during this summer. And just, I learned a lot, and I am really glad that I ended up applying after my mom sent me that invitation.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing, Karis. And I appreciate you just, shedding some light on your experience. And again, I think it was so wonderful to hear that you had so many positive, encounters with us and the program and your mentor and your, internship and everything. So, and congrats on the job. That's super exciting. So, thank you so much to all of our speakers who came here today. I really appreciate you just taking the time to share a little bit more with everyone. And I know everyone else really appreciated it as well. I did miss something in the beginning. So before we move on to our next activity, we have the very, very, very important task of taking a group photo. So if you feel comfortable and you want to come and turn your camera on, definitely recommend it. I'm gonna have to take like 2 pictures because there's so many, so I'm gonna have to do it like twice. So everyone will just have to pose while I do both. But I will take a photo really quick and then we will move on to our next activity. So I'll give everyone another 30 seconds to get your camera on, get situated. I see, yeah, Zoe says, love seeing everyone's faces. Agreed. It's nice to see everyone. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and start and try and take this photo. We'll see if I can do it. All right, so we're going for the first one here on, oops, let me see. Okay, first one here is 1, 2, 3, smile. Okay, let me make sure it looks good. I'm sure you all look wonderful. Yes, you do, as I expected. All right, so let me get one more here on the second page. So smile again. We'll do 1, 2, 3, cheese. Awesome. Okay. We captured everyone. Thank you. I appreciate that. And thank you for everyone who put your beautiful smiling face, and those of you who didn't, that's okay. We still felt your smile through the screen. So let me get the slides back up and going here. Okay, so next we're going to move on to some youth participant recognition. And so Dallas and I are going to kind of take some time to recognize all of you. And I thought I saw that you threw something in the chat earlier, Dallas, but maybe I was wrong. Did you say something about being upset at the youth?
Well,
I'm
more so snitching on them. But given that we're doing some career sneak peek week stuff in a little bit, I'm gonna wait. I'm telling.
Okay. So for those of you who submitted slides, we're gonna go through that and then we're just gonna recognize everyone else. So I'll go ahead and get us started. Let me, we've got a lag. So to kick us off, our first participant that we're going to recognize is Dion Padgett. So she said that she enjoyed from the SummerWorks program, expanding my network and learning new information that I have implemented in my academic life and personal life. Also, reflections were my favorite. SummerWorks has been a tremendous experience. Also, I should note, feel free to throw reactions, throw things in the chat. like celebrate, do a little, yeah, I see some claps going on. We love it. We love it. So for everyone. And then the next one is Alison Cowherd. So I like meeting my mentor, Mariana, for the first time this summer. I liked meeting the new kids, and I also liked PD most weeks. My favorite topic this summer was post-secondary education. I learned a lot. And will definitely come back next summer if I choose to apply and if I am applicable for SummerWorks. And this is Allison's 3rd or 4th year doing the program. Awesome.
I'll split these with you if you want me to.
Oh yeah, perfect. All right, you take it, Dallas. All you know.
Sweet. So yeah, next is Karis. She just gave a lovely, I guess, what do I want to call it? Not her reaction, her experience. There it is. Her experience with SummerWorks and all of the wonderful things that she's learned and all of that. So we kind of know her a little bit, but I'm gonna read it anyways. She really enjoyed coming to weekly PD sessions for SummerWorks. Despite being completely online, the success coaches made sure each session was engaging and informative. And she was able to take what she learned from the sessions and apply it to her internship, which is an awesome thing. And I feel like that's kind of what we hope for everyone. So, you know, I'm pretty sure that sentiment is shared.
Awesome.
In the summer celebration, and it says RJ's name at the bottom.
Yes.
Where is RJ? Is RJ here today? I ain't seen RJ in a while.
I'm
You
here.
There you go. Where you been, man?
Hiding.
Yeah, exactly. I was just about to say that. Hi, I know where you live, man. I come to your house. So RJ, what did RJ enjoy about SummerWorks? So much like many of you, RJ is a vet. He enjoyed the fact that he was able to work. The first half of 2021 was far from great. Excuse me. So he was glad that he had something to do to keep him busy and to take his mind off of stuff. Also, RJ was glad he was able to return to social good promotions for the 2nd year in a row. And he's never had any complaints working with the team over there. There would be a couple times in past years, I'll pull up on RJ and he'd be cutting some mean grass, boy. RJ was out there working, so he earned his check. You didn't want to do that again, man?
I'm good.
I mean, just check it, man. If you want to cut some grass and pull some weeds, we got you. Just, you
I'm
know.
positive. I'm positive.
Right.
I'm good.
You got it. You got it. All right, next up. Want to go, Jordan?
Yes. All right. So next up we have Amorous. So, okay, by the way, I love the top in that photo. Super cute. Okay, side note over. So Amorous said one thing she enjoyed about the sneak peek week, or one thing she enjoyed was sneak peek week, and also having the opportunity to have a few informational career interviews that took place at my internship. I'm so glad to hear that you're doing those informational interviews and practicing those skills we learned. We love to see that. One quote I took from my time at U of M was from Valerie, and she said, "You don't have to have success in your job. It can be in a hobby, family, passion, project, etc." Which I believe is something to take away from these internships. Oh, thank you for sharing that, Amorous. I really like that. I think that's such a great piece of advice, and I'm glad that you brought that to everyone, because I think that's something that's so good to take to mind. So, well, let's see if I can get, all right, we'll go into Josh.
I'll go. So Josh, his summer work internship, he worked at U of M, North Campus AAEL Library. It was a great experience for him, and he learned many new skills. His supervisor's name was Christina Castello Lee. With her thoughtful guidance, he learned a lot by reading and taking training through the U of M library system. And that's a great picture, Josh. Great smile, man. Oh, there's more. So Josh's SummerWorks experience, his projects at the library included making book jackets. I don't even know what tattle taping is, so you'll have to tell me that. Processing drop boxes and call slips, building carts, replacing oversized stickers, and contactless pickup requests, among other duties. He got to work with Patrick Good, and I enjoy that. And I definitely remember Patrick, so shout out to Patrick. He also had a mentor, Eric Bastian who's getting his PhD and studies bacteria and viruses in the marine environment. His dream job is to work for the CDC, and he enjoyed their conversations. Josh feels that his library work experience was a great way to expand his knowledge and skills, and he hopes to use these new skills in the future, which I'm sure he will.
Awesome. Then we have Medea Khalil, and what she shared with us was what she enjoyed most about the SummerWorks program, and it was the opportunity that SummerWorks gave to do internships and work with a bunch of amazing people. Also, the SummerWorks mentors were just amazing, and she was able to learn so much about career and get valuable advice from mentors. So we love to hear that. So glad. And then we have
Jade, definitely master. She came to the presentation COVID ready, and you can't even catch it through the screen. You go, girl.
And then we have Winston, and what he enjoyed most about the SummerWorks program was meeting his mentor, Perry Gilbert. He said that Perry helped him prepare to apply for internships next summer, and has also given him more confidence to build and network with people and companies on LinkedIn. I'm so glad to hear that. And we love to hear when you guys use those skills and apply them for next year. So best of luck with all those internships you're applying for, Winston.
So we got Joseph. Everybody's submitting these great pictures. I'm trying to get my hair like his. Do we have any other info on there?
Nope.
No other info. Okay. You on the call, Joe? You on the Zoom tonight? Joe Casarella.
Yep. And then we have Ray. And so Ray said she enjoys being trusted with a meaningful role in her internship project and the opportunity to build relationships with amazing people at SummerWorks and Ithaca. So we love that. And then we want to take a moment to recognize all our other participants. So I'll go through some, and then Dallas will recognize the rest. So we have Abdullah Tello, Ahmed Renalet, Elena Good, Alexis Thompson, Allison Garcia, Anastasia Frederick, Arman Adil, Asma Gundy, Cecilia Adam Goff, Chinidum Wedjinia, Christopher Ekwiken, Donna Deacon, Deshaun Thomas, Destiny Webster, Hadi Sase, Ira Tunkel, Jalen Wilson, Jalen Johnston, Jasmine Ferguson, Jenna Ali Koja, Jordan Wadley, Justin Lim, Cameron Stafford, and Lakaya Vaughn. And
I did
then
knock those out because, boy, I might butcher some of these. I promise you that. Yeah. Lucas Fuller, excuse me, Malcolm Vincent, Mariah Malden, Marissa McBride, Maniba Ashraf. Hopefully I pronounced that right. We got my man Noor Ronalet, Paris Carter, Patrick Good Jr., Reggie. Hopefully Reggie's here. What's up, Reggie? Reggie Adolph, Rhea Galbraith. Hopefully I said that right. Rowan McClung Compton, Sabina Montalva, Safa. Hold on 1 second. I can't see. I'm gonna come back to that bottom one because I'm blocked. Shatoria Burns, Simon Genovic. There it is. Safa Salmon. Got it. Talia Morgan, Taylor Fisher, Tiana Pittman, Tierra Patterson, Tyler Barton, Tyler Stiver, Usman Khalil, Vincent Simivumbi, hopefully Vince. I'm sorry if I butchered it, brother, but you know I love you. Winston Wright and Yash Main.
awesome. You nailed it. You nailed it. So thank you so much to all of our participants. I know you might have heard this week from PD, but we'll say it again. You guys really have put in just so much hard work and so much time and effort this summer, and we see it, and we just feel so fortunate to have the opportunity to work with you all and see you grow and really share these experiences with you. And so, you know, as we look ahead, we always say this, but we are here for you. We are more than happy to support you going on. I know SummerWorks is coming to a close, but that doesn't mean that our time together is by any stretch. So thank you again. And we are so glad to have this time to be able to recognize all of you. I wish that we could do it in person, but this will have to be a close second. And I'm seeing some +1s in the chat. So thank you all. We really do appreciate it. And we're so excited for what the future holds. And Zoe said this earlier, but really, if you like ever want to share anything with us, or like no feed is too big or small, like Lindsay said, so feel free to send us updates, reach out. You know, we're always around, and we love to hear what you're up to as well. So thank you so much, everyone. And with that, we are going to transition to our next section and give some love and recognition to our lovely employers.
Thanks so much, Jordan. So I wish that I had had the opportunity to meet all of you in person, but hopefully in the future. So for those of you who haven't met me in person, I'm Zoe Erb, and I am the Strategic Projects Manager on SummerWorks. So first, I just really wanted to thank all of you for spending part of your evening with us on yet another Zoom event. So I know all of us are pretty tired and things like that, but it means a lot to have all of you here, and it was just really lovely seeing all your faces earlier. So this is my third summer with SummerWorks, which is hard to believe. And every year I feel like words just really can't do my gratitude and appreciation justice. So overall, I really can't express my gratitude enough for the people who made this year's programming happen. It literally could not have happened without the generosity of all of the employers, mentors, and Career Sneak Peek Week speakers who volunteered their time this summer. And especially just during this time of uncertainty, stress, and just a lot happening in the world, your willingness to contribute back to our community just really speaks to the character of every professional who participated in this year's programming. So first, I would love to acknowledge the contribution of the program's employers. Could we go to the next slide, Jordan? So after last year's challenges and U of M's hiring freeze, SummerWorks came roaring back this year. It's really an incredible feat that we were able to offer almost 50 internships this summer with, of course, necessary precautions for everyone's safety. And again, that could not have happened without the employers who were involved. So while I would love to acknowledge everyone individually, there are just so many of you that we would be here all night. And, you know, honestly, I'm okay with this. This is a really good problem to have. So we ended the summer with 16 on-site internships, 22 remote internships, and 8 hybrid internships. So these logos here that you see represent the organizations who employed at least one young adult this summer. And then the names of all of the supervisors are on the subsequent slides. So here they are. Let's definitely honor them. Throw up a quick reaction or a thank you in the chat. So as we're fond of saying, SummerWorks internships are not typical run-of-the-mill jobs. So like RJ doesn't want to be cutting grass, you know? But what I will say is that interns this year, we're doing everything from video editing and graphic design to working power tools, to setting up dental setups for patients, to providing customer service, to organizing sensitive HR information, to performing data analysis, you name it. So these experiences just moving forward will be invaluable to our participants as they move forward in their professional lives. So let's go to the next slide, Jordan. So thanks to all of you employers. We've invested approximately $80,000 in summer youth employment this summer alone and provided over 5,000 hours at internships. So that's really incredible. And what's important is that these hours were not just hours of work, but also hours of opportunity that our young adults may not have been afforded otherwise. These hours are also hours of support, your support. And so I just hope that all of you know that you've made an incredible difference, not only in the lives of our participants, but also in the broader Washtenaw community. And another group of people that we could not have done this without is the mentors who Sade is going to thank now. So Sade.
Yes, hi everyone. Thanks, Zoe. For anyone I haven't had the pleasure of, I guess, virtually meeting, I'm Sade Archie. I am one of the success coaches. This is my first year with SummerWorks, and it's been a very, very great experience. So I am here to recognize our mentors and thank you all for all of the hard work that you've put into the program this summer. As Zoe said, and just to echo, none of this would have been possible without you all either. So we truly are grateful for you and all that you've done this summer. I want to also acknowledge that we know it's been a very challenging time. So we do thank you for just working with us and growing with us as we made this transition to the virtual format again this summer. Again, we know it's been tough. Getting on Zoom every week can be tough, but thank you so much for, again, your time and dedication that you put in this summer, even through those rough patches. We also want to just take a minute to celebrate all of the effort you put into your actual mentorship meetings this summer as well. So to give you a little math, and check me if I'm wrong, Professor Gallo, but we had 67 total mentors matched this summer with young adults, which is awesome in itself. As far as the SummerWorks requirements anyway, you all met for at least 30 minutes a week for at least 10 weeks this summer. And we know some of you went above and beyond and met a little bit more, which is awesome. But just to do that math, that would equal out to 5 hours a week across the whole 10-week program for each mentorship pair, which is 335 total mentorship hours across our entire program. So we just really, again, thank you all for the time and effort that you put into holding these mentorship meetings each week. We know that our young adults truly are grateful for the experience, and you all really did provide a space for many of our young adults in the program to just get advice and connect with someone. And again, they're truly grateful for you all. We actually had a PD session this week all about gratitude and expressing gratitude. And one of the quotes actually is, at first I just did the meetings because they were a requirement, but then I started looking forward to them because my mentor was awesome. So I think that just goes to show that sentiment is definitely held across our SummerWorks participants, and they really are grateful for you all. So just to wrap us up, congrats again for completing the mentorship program, and thank you again for your involvement in SummerWorks this summer. And Jordan, if you want to flip the slides, we will recognize all of our mentors. Thanks again, you all. And I'm going to actually pass it back over to Zoe.
So many amazing mentors. See all those names? Perfect. Okay. Last, but certainly not least, I really want to acknowledge the speakers who participated in the Career Sneak Peek Week speaker series. So thank you so much to the hard work of the team at Amy Sell Talent. So Amy Sell, Michelle Galbraith, Amanda DeLongchamp, Lori Emerson, and LaDacia Greenfield. We had 20 amazing speakers who generously presented to our participants and the wider Washtenaw community about their own career paths. So here are the names of these individuals, and let's honor them now. I know I saw a couple of them here, so thank you so much for being here. I wanted to share some feedback from one of our participants, not to put you on the spot, Newer, but Newer said, Danny was extremely helpful in answering all of our questions and being very transparent in his answers. Though the meeting was via Zoom, you could feel his passion through his words and the enthusiasm he spoke with. This passion he expressed only magnified what he had to say and perfectly reflected his points about becoming passionate about your own idea and living into that passion. So to give you an idea, these are the kinds of speakers and the kinds of people that Amy Sell Talent recruited, and the kind of people who volunteered their time to participate in the speaker series. So I just wanted to thank you all again. So thank you to the Career Sneak Peek Week speakers for sharing yourselves, your job / profession, and all of your pro tips. So we're really excited to continue growing the speaker series and reaching even more young adults with all of your experiences and everything that you've been sharing. So Please feel free to throw up a reaction or drop a thank you in the chat to celebrate our Career Sneak Peek Week speakers and the Amy Cell Talent team, as well as our employers and mentors. So, all right, let's keep the show going. So I'm going to hand it back to Dallas to do another activity before we announce some winners.
So wait, I'm about to snitch real quick. So I was in one of the career sneak peek weeks, you know, sitting in as we do. And I'm not even going to say which one, but they asked about the STAR technique. And they gave a poll and they said, how many of you all know or have ever heard of the STAR technique? And the results on the poll, it was like low 80-something%. And I know good and well, we didn't cover that thing for the last 3 or 4 years, multiple times today. And I mean, not today, I'm sorry, multiple times. And it's just like, come on, man. We certainly have talked about this in one PD session at least 3 different times. So I didn't call anyone out. I saw Olivia's reaction, and that's how I felt on the inside. I'm like, y'all are playing around. Y'all about to make me cry. We didn't spend all of this time putting this together, and you want to act like you didn't know what the STAR technique was. So not calling anybody out, but y'all play too much. So yes, we can go back to our activity. That was my moment. That was my rant. I'm gonna let it go. So, everyone, how have you grown this summer? And don't tell me height, because I'm gonna come and take your phone. I know where you guys live. I'm just playing. But yes, you can go to menti.com again, and you can use the code that is posted at the top of our screen, and you can tell us in all the ways in which you all have grown this summer, other than physically, because my days of growing are over. That's why it's on Zoom. That's the real reason. So I don't have to stand next to you all and look really short. So thanks for that, guys. But yes, please visit menti.com. Use the code at the top and let's get some answers out. There we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let a couple more come in just so I have something to read. I see 2. There we go. Short is good. Awesome. Thank you, Lisa. We got to stick together. So I've been connected with the mentor and had a blast. Someone has become a better communicator so they can tell us what the STAR technique is. And they learned a lot about networking. They've learned so much from their mentor. Ready for interviews. That's awesome because I need to borrow some money. I have managed to better understand all there's to know about the working world. Yeah, because adulting is not fun. And I'm sure all of us can vouch for that. But we got to do it. Not by height. My height. I love y'all. Awesome. My education is business professional world. Let's see here. Growth mindset increased. Awesome. Awesome. Being able to recognize a positive work culture, because that is very, very, very important. Brief 10-second story. I used to live in Atlanta for 6 years. I had a little HR job at I guess it was a budding computer security company. And the day I got laid off due to their issues was probably one of the best days of my life. I did not like it there. I was telling my mother, she's like, well, what you gonna do? I'm like, I don't know, it's time to party. I was outside, I'm moving and doing all of my stuff and all of that. So, but yes, positive work environment. So this summer, someone said they've grown in the mentorship, and the mentor believed that they can keep going in life and being a better person. Awesome. Healthier mindset and organization is a major key. Shout out to DJ Khaled. Into setting a solid foundation. Learned a lot of skills like better communication, time management, organization, and then networking, and learning how to be comfortable with informational interviewing. Excuse me. Someone has learned about academic institutions, fight poverty, the resources they utilize, and mixed approach of combining research and listening to those actually affected by poverty to understand and combat poverty. That's awesome. Getting not the experience, but the information and the effects of firsthand. That would actually make life a whole lot easier if when we set these things, we'll call them, into place, if we got, the perspective of those being mostly affected by it versus us just thinking, hey, we know what's best for you. Take this. So I do applaud all of you and all of the information that you've taken in. Here's another one. We thought we were done, but we're not. Psych your mind. What's one piece of advice you would give to others? You all need to realize how valuable this is, because sometimes younger folks don't want to listen to us slightly older folks, and it sounds and just feels different coming from you all, right? I can tell you to look both ways before you cross the street. But if the person that you admire most and that you spend a little extra time with after school or whatever it may be, gives you that same piece of advice, it sounds and it feels different. My mother called me hard-headed for it. I'm just saying, you guys learn from one another. Let's see. So here's some advice. Take advantage of the resources in this program. Awesome. There's so much to learn. Update your resume frequently. See, keep using the skills we've gained this summer. Awesome. Have fun. Yes, indeed. Practice self-care. That sounds like a Zoe answer. Be yourself and be happy with what you have. And don't be worried about what you don't have. Be yourself. Love it. Giving your best in everything you do, even if it's small. Yeah, it can make a big difference. That's absolutely correct. Take your time. Don't stress over. Don't sweat the small stuff. Always be yourself. Do SummerWorks. Period. What's the next one? Go for it. Period. It's okay if you're overwhelmed and you feel like an imposter. Everyone feels that way, and it's something that'll just take time. Also, go green, go white. Don't know who put that, but that is my favorite. Somebody loves me. Be kind to yourself. Hey, Allison. Be kind to yourself and set the bar high. No matter how, no matter if you want to achieve something, keep going, even when life gets challenging. Also, network, put yourself there and practice gratitude. Yes, somebody put go blue. I shouldn't even read that. Stay focused and keep getting to the monies. Yes, we got 2 of them. Look, we done started. We can go ahead and go to the next one. This is getting out of hand. Y'all playing too much today. So there we go. You see Zoe now. I think we got another one, right?
I have one more. Let me get it pulled up here.
None of this blue stuff, man. What's wrong with y'all? I just bought a sweatshirt this week too, waiting for that to come in. Nice green hue, big white letters. Starts with an M, ends with a U. Look at that. See? Look at the most recent comment in the chat box, please, everyone. Nope, you guys didn't. You bumped it down. Talking to a brick wall. You hear me. You see, look at that. Go green. I like this banter. Oh, yeah. What's that? Lakaya's on my team. Safa talking about me right now. Look at Brittany. Here we go. Our next question. What is the one thing you've learned from your employer, mentor, mentee? What is the one thing you learned from your employer, mentor, mentee? Don't be afraid to reach out to people. Communication is key. Yes, indeed.
Hey, Jordan, did you post the mentee link in the chat? Because I don't see it.
Yes, I did, but I will go back and
I don't see it for some reason. I'm not sure why.
re-put it in there.
So let's see. So someone else learned how to better manage their time and learn what they want from their managers. That's important. A lot of times I'll say we just jump into a situation because we feel it's a means to an end, right? I think it's important that you all understand at an earlier point in time that your opinion, your feeling on the position, on the job, and I guess even interviewing. You're interviewing them just like they're interviewing you. All of that's important. You got to be happy. You got to be happy. Let's see. It's important to stay on top of your professional communication. Yes, indeed. SQL and being comfortable reaching out to people. How to be motivated and to keep goals small but important. Reframe mistakes as feedback. Interesting. Achieve bigger goals by breaking them into smaller tasks. How to navigate personal and professional relationships. Organization or organizing is key, and also put themselves first. I think we got one more that's hidden down there. We can scroll down a little bit. Oh, a couple. Focus on developing and using your strengths. Make time for your self-care, me time, absolutely. And to make sure that you live life fully. Awesome. Someone says they're not sure, but just don't be afraid to ask questions. The mentors are there to answer these questions. Yep, side note. This person's mentor didn't really teach them much, but at the same time, you kind of did, right? Let's turn that negative into a positive. I feel like understanding that that might not have been the mentor for you, you know what doesn't work, right? You know what you need to be successful. You know what it would take for you to reach that next step, right? So instead of them not doing much for you, it sounds like they may have done a lot, and it sounds like you've grown from it. And when you come to finding that next mentor, you know exactly what you need, right? Not letting college rivalries impede professional growth, but go green regardless. Yes, indeed. Don't settle for less. Keep striving for your dreams, for this person's dreams. Never forget, thank you. Never forget the STAR method. Now, we're talking about some corporate level individuals who do recruiting and all kinds of HR stuff, talking about the STAR method. And here we are, 16 through 24, learning that very same technique. You know how far ahead of the game we are? Like everyone here should be set up for success. You know, you guys have put in the work. I know you know it. Y'all just playing with me. It's all good. It looks like we might have slowed up. That might have been it. Let's see here.
Okay.
So it looks like, what, Jordan, we're doing participation awards next. Is that what we're doing?
Yep. So we've got some awards and some superlatives coming up. So I will get this presentation as we enter this kind of last section of the end of summer celebration. So, okay, perfect. And I think Dallas, you're hitting us off with the first couple slides of superlatives.
Sure. Summer superlatives. Dependable from day one. Dallas Solomon. Now, Cecilia. Is Cecilia here? Can we get a reaction or some hand claps or finger snaps or something from Cecilia for Cecilia? Given that she's so dependable. Absolutely. Finger snaps. Let's see what we got next. Most likely to be president. What do we have? Paris. You know what? Not bad. Not bad. Paris. Huh? Most likely to be president. How does that make you feel? Most likely to run a company. Let's see if it's who I think it is. I agree with that 100%. Dion, you got so much going on. I've heard your name at least 3 additional times outside of this, like at work. I've heard your name
Thank you.
Times, you know. We'll talk
Thank
about
you.
that.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you.
No problem. You want to go ahead and steal a couple, Jordan?
Yes, always smiling. We have Rhea Galbraith. And whenever camera is on, Rhea, you always have such a big grid. We love seeing it. We're so here for it. So congrats. And then most spirited, we have Alison Cowherd, always bringing the energy to PD, always got a smile, always ready to participate, engage. You've got spirit all around. So congrats. Then we have activism MVP, which is Ray. Ray, you are killing it. So congratulations. I'll bounce back. Wow, I can't speak. I'll bounce back to Dallas for these next few.
Thank you. I went and made a wardrobe change too, guys. Let's see. Most tech savvy. I'm gonna talk like this. No, I'm not. Most tech savvy. Usman. So if I got some issues, you mean to tell me you come hook my network up and take care of me, get me flowing right? Because my technology today, man, it was really bringing me down. Let's see who else we got next. Most likely to brighten up your day. Lucas. Very good. Lucas Fuller, absolutely. Lucas has some great insight on stuff. Champ, most likely to build a car, play basketball, and babysit all in one day. That sounds like a hustler. Karis, I can see that. I can see that in some of our reflections. Karis just got everything going on. She's so busy between school and used to do this and about to do that. Go on, girl. Champ. Most likely to discover and okay. So I'm gonna hold whomever this is accountable for the cure for cancer to all who need it. Who we got? Noor, can you do that for me, brother? Can you handle that task? Are you here today? We're just gonna say yeah. I'll throw it back to you, Jordan.
Best can-do attitude. We've got Alexis, always ready to go, always willing to dive in. We've got best person to share a deserted island with. Jasmine, always resourceful, would want to definitely be out there with her. She's got me covered, I know. Most likely to be prepared at an airport. Anastasia, she's always ready, always got a list of things to go, taking notes. I feel confident she would have me covered in an airport. Then we have most likely to handle business, figuratively and literally, Chris, which I feel like it doesn't even need any more explanation. Chris is always on top of it. He's got this. He's handling business.
So like Anastasia will have like extra masks and a fanny pack with like hand sanitizer to pass around. Like she's just prepared in that airport. She can't catch her slipping at all.
Yeah, she's got you covered. Anything you need, she's got in the bag. She's ready. And then most likely to invent a new form of social media, Yash. So can't wait to see what you come up with. I'll be there day one whenever you do come up with that social media, and I'll pass it back to you, Dallas.
And as soon as they call us old and see we're on that social media, they're gonna stop using it.
Very true.
Most likely to own a business that employs SummerWorks participants. Interesting. Abdullah. Okay. What's that? Well, we'll talk about what that business is because I'm interested. Let's see. Yeah. Most likely to Ash. That's who's this. Most likely to catch them all. Ash Ketchum. Allison G. Miss Garcia. One smart cookie. Hottie. Most likely to be appointed to the Supreme Court. So Cam gets to work in some capacity with Paris because I need y'all to get our world in order, man. I need y'all to hook us up, please. Let's see. Is that it? Nope. Mr. Nice Guy. You know what? Vincent has a wonderful set of manners on him. You can always kind of feel the joy in his voice, even if he's like just waking up and you know, he can still sound weird. Vincent always seems and sounds like he's smiling. So I certainly agree with these. And Jordan, back to you.
All right, most likely to quietly take over the world. Ahmed. Be like he's always
in the house.
He's always here. He's always doing things. He's quietly working in the background. Most likely to make movies. Chinadam. I know he's big into filmmaking, so when you have your like red carpet premiere, everyone here expects to be invited. Most likely to fly under the radar, getting things done. They're here, but they're just playing it low is Ira. And then our hidden gem is Justin. And then I'll pass it back to you, Dallas.
Best personality. Armand. Okay. Just gonna start calling you pack leader. We got, who is the pack leader? Josh. What you over there doing, Josh? Pack leader. What you got up your sleeve, man? I was about to start singing to y'all. Y'all see that? Unforgettable. Muniba. Yes, yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Muniba. Unforgettable. And the friendliest of the friendly is Malcolm. I just talked to Malcolm the other day. Malcolm Vincent. Great job. The kindest. Okay. Let's see. So if I asked Taylor to borrow $20, what would Taylor say? Go ahead and pass it back to Jordan while I wait on my answer.
Most passionate, we've got Jade DeGraff and Reed. Then we have most likely to work on Wall Street, and that's Mariah. So again, when y'all become, these big CEOs and execs, we expect some, some love. We wanna be there, like a tour of the stock markets or something like that. Give us the inside scoop on what's happening. Then Old Soul, we have RJ Hunt.
I agree.
Well beyond his years. I was gonna say, I don't know if anyone would disagree with that one. Most likely to be in a band, we have Tyler Stiver. I know he's big into music. And then creative genius, we have Sabina. Then I'll pass it back to you.
Most likely to design my next car, Winston. Just give me a discount. That's all. Most likely to be a public speaker, Safa. How do you feel about that, Safa?
I'm not sure if I would agree, but thank you.
You have such a lovely speaking voice, though. I think you can do it.
Okay, well, I'll take that advice.
Boom, SummerWorks. Media mogul. Uh-oh. Which one of y'all? Reggie, if Reggie's here, Reggie, I talked to Reggie outside of SummerWorks and stuff. I think he can handle that. Reggie's got a bunch of stuff he's got cooking right now. So.
I don't know about that one, Chief.
There he is, best entertainer. I know you don't like speaking, Reggie, but you can be behind the scenes, man. You got it, and you do. Let's see, Cam Stafford, best entertainer. So that means next year she'll be doing this. Crafts person. Somebody knows how to build some stuff. Dana, okay, all right. We're creating jobs right now, you guys. So get ready for that call. Jordan, back on you.
All right, most polite, we have Tyler Barton. Always got those manners on. We love to see it. Best kept secret is Amorous. So, always here, always putting in the hard work, just behind the scenes a little bit, but we see you. You're a secret weapon. We got you back in our arsenal. Then we have most likely to come out of 2021 like a boss, Destiny Webster. Feel it. And I almost said 2020, and that was just like horrifying in and of itself. So I can't go back to that year. 2021 is gonna be so much better. It is already. Superstar, we have Elena Good. And then most likely to be an Olympian, we have Joseph. And then I'll hand it back off to you, Dallas.
Most likely to save the planet. Somebody's Captain Planet. Simon. Okay. Simon. So we'll see you again in what, about 10, 15 years? Doing some cool stuff. Most likely to tour the world. So first, Simon's got to save it. And then Lakaya can go ahead and take a couple spins around this thing and let us know what she thinks. See if Simon's been doing his job. Most likely to start a meme. I kind of, I think I agree with that. Jordan is crazy. Most likely to be a professional gamer. There's a couple of guys here, guys and gals here that I know, young people who could fit this mold. Deshaun Thomas. Okay. Most likely to work. I know a couple of other young people that could fit this mold as well. Let's see. Jalen, you know what? Jalen, it would be one of those people I think I would put there. Whoever gave him that, excellent job.
All right, then we have most likely to change the world. So Ozma. So again, y'all, we're going to be checking back in soon, like Dallas said, down, 5, 10, 15 years, make sure everyone's doing these jobs that we're assigning you through the superlatives. So most likely to think outside of the box, we have Jenna. And then most likely to start a charity, Medea. And then most likely to persevere, Shatoria Burns. And then I will pass it back.
Likely to travel to Mars, besides Jeff Bezos going to space for like 3 seconds. Jalen Wilson. You know what, Jalen? I think you may enjoy going to Mars, man. You're a little traveler, man. We talked about that. Most likely to perform CPR to save a life. We need to put you on staff just in case. This is Tiana. I hope you make good on this, Tiana. We don't need you. Let's see. Most likely to dot their I's and cross their T's. Somebody's detail oriented. Marissa. Okay. Okay. The attention's in the detail. I get you. I got you. And chef, because we all like to eat. Talia. Can you handle that? I mean, hey, as long as you keep us well fed, we're good. We're good to go.
Awesome. So that wraps up all of our superlatives. So thank you to all of our wonderful participants, and hopefully you enjoyed those. I know we enjoyed making them, and just a fun way to kind of honor and recognize again all your involvement. I know we didn't get to do as much in person, so a little bit challenging to, see everything, do everything, but hopefully these superlatives made it a little bit more like we were in person, give it that vibe and get to know each other a little bit better. So next, we're going to do some participation awards. So we really just want to recognize, everyone has done such a wonderful job, but there have been kind of a handful of individuals who have really gone above and beyond, and, being present, being engaged, making sure that things are turned in on time, quality content, and have just really gone above and beyond in their participation in the program. And so we're going to recognize those individuals, and each of these individuals will actually be winning a gift card. So congratulations on that. So I'll go ahead and announce this first slide, and then Dallas, if you want to take the second one. So big old drum roll for our SummerWorks participation winners, if I can even get it out. I'm going to do a little drum roll on my end because, cheesy, you gotta. So our first winner is going to be, if it'll go, there's a bit of a lag, Josh Bunces. So congratulations. He's not here, so we'll give imaginary round of applause to Josh. He's done a fabulous job this year. Our second award winner is Rhea Galbraith. So congratulations, Rhea. You've done such a wonderful job this year. And then we have Karis Hawkins. So congratulations, Karis. Woo! And then we have Noor. So congratulations, Noor. And then we have another slide, but last but not least on this slide is Lucas Fuller. So congratulations to these five. And then I will pass it over to Dallas to announce our next handful of participation winners, because we have just a few more. There were so many of you. It was just wonderful. It was too hard to pick.
Anastasia is one of our winners today. Congrats. Let's see here. Who else do we have? Boom, Ray. Let's see. Allison, I know you were waiting on that. Look at that. I saw the celebration. Amaris, I feel like your name is all over this thing. Congratulations, good people. Let's see. Here it is.
Those were our participation winners. So you will get some more information following, but you will get a $20 gift card for that. So we'll send you some stuff, and then you'll get this lovely little certificate as well. So we'll send that up to you. But we just want to say thank you so much for really going above and beyond. We know that SummerWorks is, a big commitment, and that, can sometimes feel overwhelming in conjunction with other things in life. And so we really just appreciate you guys making sure that you're coming with energy and being, engaged and participating, and really encouraging your peers to do the same, and just creating such a wonderful environment for everyone. You really did make it such a joy. So congratulations and thank you again. And thank you to all of our wonderful participants as well. And then we also want to quickly announce our career sneak peek week attendance winners. So if you aren't aware, last week we had some programming, and we had our Career Sneak Peek Week, which Amy Cell Talent team helped host, and shout out to them. They did such a wonderful job. And we asked all of our youth to go to at least two, and the youth who attended the most got a $50 gift card. And wow, you guys really showed up. You guys went hard on this. So we have one winner after all of it, and after a brief little drum roll, it is Jade DeGraff Green. So congratulations, Jade, on winning that. So you'll get the $50 gift card. And then we do have an honorable mention, because y'all really did show up for this. So we have Medea Khalil as our kind of second up, who came in with 18 attendance, so neck and neck, and you will receive a $20 gift card for that. So congratulations to you guys for attending almost all of the speakers last week. So hopefully you guys got some good stuff from it, and hopefully everyone else who was able to attend really enjoyed those speakers and was able to learn a little bit more. So with that, that kind of concludes our end of summer celebration, and kind of wraps up most of our programming. Unless you're a participant, you do have reflection tomorrow. You can't quite get rid of us, but we just really want to say thank you so much again to everyone for coming tonight and really taking the time to celebrate with us, and recognize not only the hard work that you've put in this year, but the hard work of all our other participants. This program wouldn't be possible without any of you. We wouldn't have anything to do, and we're so appreciative of all the work and all the time and effort each and every one of you puts in. I know I look forward to working with you all every day, and I think the rest of the staff feels the same. So it's been an incredible summer, and we appreciate everyone being patient and accommodating during these challenging times as we, tackled all this new frontier of virtual programming. But it's been so wonderful working with you all, and we just want to say a big thank you. We're always around if you ever have questions, ever want to reach out. Feel free to get a hold of any of us. We're more than happy to do so. But other than that, that is all the programming we have for you today. So thank you so much for coming out. And if any of the other SummerWorks staff want to make a remark, I can pass it off to you. Otherwise, everyone is free to go.
Bye. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys.
Bye.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye, guys.
Thanks, everybody. Thank you, us, for the awesome semester.
Thank you.
Jordan, I have a question. You said there's reflection tomorrow?
Yes, so we do have reflection tomorrow at our normal time. So we'll send out emails and stuff as always, but we do have reflection.
Okay, cool. Okay. Thank you. Bye, guys.
Yes, thank you. Bye.